Hey everyone, welcome back to the Tax Show for People Who Owe. I'm Dave.
And I'm Phil.
And we're in 2025, which means we have some resolutions. Perhaps you had a resolution to go to the gym more, eat less, spend more time with family, vacation. Listen, that was mine. Phil, what is one resolution that taxpayers who owe may have forgotten about?
Tax resolution.
Oh, very important, right? Of course, that's the topic of this show. Let's define what tax resolution is.
That's a great question. Tax resolution to me is being competently represented before the IRS to solve your tax problems. And your tax problems could be not being able to pay your taxes, maybe going under an audit, or a combination of those things.
Well said, Phil. And I think it's important if you hire Optima that you understand that you decide when your tax situation is actually, quote, resolved. So Phil, let's walk our viewers through the process here at Optima. I think that'd be helpful so they have a better understanding how we handle tax resolution.
So with all situations, they come in different sizes, different colors, and tax problems are no different. Here at Optima, we like to simplify things, and it can be broken down into 3 easy steps. Think first, consultation. We really want to make sure when taxpayers who owe reach out to us that we're a good fit and they understand the process from A to Z. We make sure we explain what we do and what we offer and what we don't offer as well.
I think it's also important that you need to make a connection with the person you're speaking with. You're talking to somebody over the phone, and we want to make sure that you feel comfortable with that person you're speaking with. I would.
Absolutely. And the second step is the investigation, David. We'll do a full investigation of your tax account to make sure you understand and we understand the scope of work that's going to be done.
And that will also involve seeing where you stand financially, because that's very, very important for us to determine what options you qualify for, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, so we've got the investigation finished. We presented it to our customer. Now what?
Now, the third step is presenting you with all the information we gather, your financials, your delinquencies, whether it's missing tax returns, even to what forms are missing, what entities, and ultimately walking you through all the potential options, whether it's installment agreement, hardship status, and making sure there's no open audits or even addressing field collections when you're assigned to a revenue officer.
Get it. So we would be able to tell the customer where they're at in the collection cycle, how extreme it is, how I guess what risk they're facing. Is that right?
That's right. And we want to make sure we provide all the necessary services to address the entire tax problem, not just one of the many.
All right, so then you'll have all the information available to you, of course, and the fee structure for you to solve that problem. One thing we do differently here at Optima compared to some other firms that we allow payments for a long period of time. Is that correct?
That's correct.
So Phil, the big question here is how long is it going to take for a customer to resolve or Optima to resolve a multi-year tax resolution case?
Well, Dave, it depends.
Of course.
It depends on all the factors, right? And some things you can't control, such as IRS processing times. If there's ever an ID theft issue on any of those tax modules, you can add 22 months to the case age. Yes. But on average, you see cases being resolved in a few months, but sometimes a few years.
Specifically, when it comes to filing a paper return, you may not know, but if it's a return or a tax year that's over 3 years old, we're forced to submit a paper return. We can't e-file anymore. Now, how long will that slow us down?
It definitely adds weeks, if not months, to the processing of a return under normal circumstances.
Yes, so we try to avoid that if at all possible. Another reason why you shouldn't fall so far behind on your taxes. So Phil, you mentioned ID theft, and I'm glad you did. Starting in 2025, every customer that hires Optima will be getting tax ID theft monitoring for life. Let's talk about that. Why did we come up with this?
Because it was such a pain point for our clients and customers that we really want to get ahead of the problem rather than reacting to the problem.
Yes. We're calling that product Optima Tax Shield. And every customer that enrolls starting in 2025 will receive this lifetime coverage. So you will know if anybody files on your behalf, you'll get an alert and be able to address it much earlier.
Right.
Did I cover that right, Phil?
Absolutely. These tax alerts go out as soon as even perhaps yourself file a return and that we detect that IRS received it.
More importantly, you'll have tax transparency for the rest of your life. If you choose to use it or look at it, you'll know exactly what's happening with your IRS account.
Peace of mind.
Exactly. Well, that wraps up the show today. Phil, any last parting words?
As usual, do something. Especially in this new year, don't get caught in the collection wave.
Good point. Wishing everyone a peaceful 2025 without IRS collections, hopefully. And we hope to see you guys next time. Thank you for joining us. Hey everyone, thank you for watching today. Please remember to like
and subscribe.
And if you are a taxpayer who owes, we encourage you to go to our website, optimataxrelief.com.
And remember, do something.